welcome to another video lecture in BioKnowledge, structure of DNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is present in cells of plants, animal cell, prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell, okay, and it also present in cytoplasmic organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast. Yes, so what it does, it carries genetic information. It carries genetic information used for growth, development, functioning. So in eukaryotic cell, it's a linear DNA. It's a linear one. In prokaryotic cell, it's a circular DNA. So who presented the DNA structure? In 1953, Watson and Crick presented the double helix model of DNA, but got Nobel Prize in 1962. They got the Nobel Prize. At King's College London, Rosalind Franklin, another scientist is there, Rosalind Franklin. Franklin obtained images of DNA using X-ray crystallography, an idea first broached by Maurice Wilkins. But the Franklin images allowed James Watson and Crick to create the famous two-strand double helix model. So the two scientists got the Nobel Prize, Watson and Crick. The Rosalind Franklin was died at the time. That's why he didn't get the Nobel Prize. But the two scientists got the Nobel Prize. They presented that DNA structure in 1953 only. It's a long gap. After a long gap, 1953 to 1962, they got the Nobel Prize in 1962. So here DNA, it's a, or you can see how you can define DNA is a polymer of deoxyribonucleotides connected by 3' to 5' phosphodiester linkage or bond. So what are the components of DNA? The components of DNA. What are the components? Three components are there. Main three components are there. First one, phosphoric acid, pentose sugar, and third one is nitrogenous bases, or you can say organic bases. Here what are those? Pyrimidines and purines. We'll see first one, phosphoric acid. So first one we'll see phosphoric acid, H3PO4. The structure is this one. Okay, so these two hydroxyl groups are involved in the sugar phosphate backbone of DNA. These are involved in forming sugar phosphate backbone of DNA. So the second one is pentose sugar. Pentose means 5 carbon. Okay, 5 carbon sugar. So now I will draw the structure. See, This is a ribose sugar, You can say D-ribose, HOH, here OH, OH, H, CH2, OH. So numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is 5, fifth one. So here this is D-ribose structure. But in DNA, what happens? This second carbon atom O is removed, deoxy. That's why it is called as 2-deoxy D-ribose. See here, why 2-deoxy? The second position of ribose sugar, it's called as 2-deoxy D-ribose. Okay, so this is the pentose sugar present in DNA. Now the third one is, nitrogenous base. What is nitrogenous base? Organic base found in nucleic acid known as nitrogenous base. So nature of nitrogenous base is hydrophobic, aromatic and heterocyclic. So here DNA contains 4 bases. What are those? Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Okay, so 4 bases are classified into 2 types. Pyrimidines, or you can say pyrimidines, and purines. So purine and pyrimidine, thymine, cytosine, uracilin, RNA. Okay, these 2 are in DNA. Here purines are adenine, guanine. So here the structure, pyrimidine is single ring structure, and here it is purine, double ring structure. So how you can remember? As I remember, I told you the trick. Pyrimidines, the spelling is long, that's why it's single ring. Purine is spelling is small than the pyrimidine, so it will be double ring structure, means vice versa. Okay, if the spelling is small, the ring will be long. If the spelling is big, long, the structure will be small. Like that you can remember easily, because in competitive exam they may ask, okay, the ring structure. That's why I'm telling. Now we see the structure of pyrimidines and purines. Pyrimidines and purine structure. Okay, the base structure is benzene ring only. Here benzene ring, you know, aromatic and the, say like, you know, 1, 2, 3 positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here, as I told you, pyrimidine is single ring, so pyrimidine will look like this, and purine, it's a double ring structure, so it will look like this. Okay, pyrimidine ring and imidazole ring present. So we will see detail pyrimidine structure, thymine, cytosine, purine structure, adenine and guanine. Okay, first one is pyrimidine, cytosine and thymine, uracilin, RNA, but we are dealing with the DNA, so cytosine and thymine structure are drawn here. Cytosine first and third one is nitrogen is present, second one keto group is there, here amino group is there, fourth position. Here thymine, you can see the structure, second and fourth position, keto group is there, second and fourth. Keto group for thymine. Okay, here fifth one, methyl group is there for thymine. So this is the pyrimidine structure or pyrimidine structure. Here purine structure, you can see it's a double ring structure, as I told you, it's a double ring structure, adenine and guanine. So here adenine, it's a pyrimidine structure attached with the imidazole ring, adenine. And here guanine, again pyrimidine structure attached with the imidazole ring. So here you can see that 7th, 8th, 9th position is extra for the purine ring structure. So next one we'll see nucleoside. So nucleoside, here nucleoside means what? Nitrogen base, one of the nitrogen base, and ribose, so pentose sugar is called as riboside. And a nitrogen base plus deoxyribose It's called as a deoxyriboside. Deoxy in DNA. RNA, it will be ribose sugar. In DNA, it will be deoxyribose sugar. So this will be called as nucleoside. In DNA, adenine plus ribose will be called as what? Deoxyadenosine. Deoxyadenosine. Okay, so guanine plus ribose, it is called as deoxyguanosine. Okay, this is purine. Okay, in purine, the suffix will be osine. You need to remember for this osine. You can see the suffix osine. Cytosine plus ribose structure. Okay, in DNA, what it will be? Deoxy. So the ribose will be what? At the second position, oxygen will be removed. So cytosine plus ribose structure. In DNA, what it will be called as? Deoxy. See here, deoxycytidine, not cytosine. Okay, deoxycytidine. Thymine plus ribose. See here, what it is called as? Thymidine. Don't write thymosin. Okay, it will for another subject. Okay, so it is thymidine. It will be called as thymidine. You can remember these are the pyrimidines. So suffix will be for the DNA structure. It will be what? Dene. See, you can see the idine. Yes. So this is the nucleoside. Now we will see the nucleotide. So now nucleotide. What is nucleotide? It's a phosphate ester of nucleoside. So here nitrogen base, nitrogenous base plus what? Pentose sugar plus phosphate. Is called as a nucleotide. This is very important. You need to remember this one. Okay. So what it is? Nitrogenous base, pentose sugar, phosphate group. This is called as a nucleotide. In what we have seen last, nucleoside, what that is? That phosphate group will be not there. Only nitrogen base and pentose sugar. Then that is called as a not nucleoside. But here nucleotide, one group will be added. What is that? Phosphate group. Okay. So where it will be added? Phosphate group at 5th carbon of sugar at one sugar and 3 prime at another sugar. Okay. So what how it will be? Structure will be like this. Nitrogen base here and one of the phosphate will be here. This is the pentose sugar. This nitrogen base, phosphate group and sugar. This is called as nucleotide. So nitrogen base, you know, adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. So how we can write? Suppose it is a AMP. Why it is AMP? Monophosphate. Only one phosphate is there. So adenine. Suppose the nitrogen base is adenine. Okay, so it will be called as AMP. How you can write, or how what you will say nucleotide? What nucleotide it is? Deoxyadenilic acid. Deoxyadenilic acid. For the same for all. So same for GMP, CMP and TMP. Deoxyguanilic acid for GMP. CMP, deoxycytidilic acid. TMP, deoxythymidic acid. These are for the DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. That's why we are adding here deoxy. Okay. So now we will see the what? Polynucleotide chain. So polynucleotide chain. Polynucleotide chain means what? Number of nucleotide linked together to form polynucleotide joined by phosphodiester bond. You can see the raw structure here. See that phosphate is attached to the 5th carbon atom. Here see adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. These are the bases. Okay, polynucleotide. First one nucleotide, second nucleotide, third nucleotide, fourth nucleotide. These are joined by this phosphodiester bond. These are the phosphodiester bond. How that is attached? 3' to here 5'. That's why it is called as 3' to 5' phosphodiester bond. Here you can see the phosphate structure clearly. See here 5' attachment, and here so you can see 5' phosphate group and 3' OH group. So you can write 5' phosphate to 3' OH. Okay, so 3' to 5' phosphodiester bond, but the polarity will be 5' phosphate to 3' OH. The DNA polarity will be always in 5' to 3'. Now we will see the DNA structure is anti-parallel in nature. Okay, so we'll see how that anti-parallel nature. So here DNA is anti-parallel in nature. So you can see here 5' to 3', and this one will be 3' to 5'. So here you can see now. So first one, this first one, the 5th position will be here, the 3 position will be here. That's why 3' to 5'. Means first one strand will be in 5' to 3', and the another opposite strand will be 3' to 5'. This is called as anti-parallel nature. Anti-parallel nature. Now we will see the detailed structure of DNA, molecular structure of DNA. So here is the molecular structure of DNA. Here you can see two polynucleotide chains that are oriented in 5' to 3' direction and 3' to 5' direction. Okay, so here you see 5' to 3', 3' to 5'. So here these are anti-parallel in nature. Anti-parallel nature is essential for the hydrogen bonding between bases. So base pairs are complementary base pair. You can see adenine pairs with thymine, guanine pairs with cytosine. So here that's why it is called as complementary base pairing, and it is right-handed helical structure. So here two grooves are there, minor groove and major groove. Major groove is deep, okay, and minor groove is shallow. These grooves are alternate. If the minor groove is there, then the second one is major. Again here minor groove will be there. Again there major groove will be there. So these grooves are alternate. Okay, so here purine in one strand and pyrimidine on another strand. So here you can see purine, as we know, purine, adenine, guanine, pyrimidines, thymine, cytosine. Yes, so purine in one strand, pyrimidine in another strand. If in one strand adenine is there, so it will be complementary base pairing will be thymine, and adenine base pairs with thymine with 2 double hydrogen bonds. Guanine pairs with cytosine with 3 bonds of hydrogen. So here purine in one strand and pyrimidine in another strand. You can see ratio purine and pyrimidine is equal, means adenine and guanine is equal to thymine and cytosine in the DNA strand according to Chargaff's rule. Chargaff is a scientist who discovered that ratio and who analyzed the ratio of these bases. Here you can see diameter of this strand is 20 angstrom, and the pitch of this DNA helix is 34 angstrom, and here 3.4 angstrom is base regular interval. The regular interval of bases will be 3.4 angstrom. That's why in a pitch that 10 base pairs will be there. So these are the MCQ point of view answers, like 20 angstrom. You have to remember this: 20 angstrom, 34 angstrom, 3.4 angstroms. These values are very important. Okay, so now we will see, this is a B form of DNA. Okay, now we will see the characteristics of A form, B form and Z form. So here the characteristics of A DNA, B DNA and Z DNA. So first one, helical sense is for aDNA is right-handed, for bDNA is right-handed, and zDNA is left-handed. Okay, the diameter for aDNA like 26 angstrom. We have seen 20 angstrom for bDNA, and zDNA 18 angstrom. Base pair per helical turn 1.6, here 10 and here 12 for Z1. So this bDNA, we have seen the molecular structure of that bDNA. Okay, this aDNA and zDNA we are seeing here. Base pair per helical turn we have seen. Now helix pitch 34 angstrom, here bDNA 34 angstrom and zDNA 44 angstrom. Helical rise per base pair is for aDNA 2.9 angstrom, for bDNA 3.4 angstrom and zDNA 7.4 angstrom. Here major groove narrow and deep. Here bDNA wide and deep. In zDNA it's a flat. In minor groove in aDNA wide and shallow. In bDNA narrow and deep. zDNA narrow and deep. See, this is a chart. It's very important point of MCQ, or in many competitive exams this will be asked. Base pair per helical turn for aDNA, zDNA, and sometimes what they ask, this also they will ask. Major groove in aDNA, okay, major groove in zDNA, or minor groove in bDNA. So you have to learn the things. Just keep in mind this chart, and it will be very useful. This is all about the structure of DNA. Okay. See the overview of structure of DNA. It is also called as Watson and Crick model of DNA. It is also called as Watson and Crick model. Watson and Crick model of DNA. Model of DNA. So here first, what DNA means, what? Deoxyribonucleic acid, where it is present in a prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cell, except like mitochondria, chloroplast also. The components of DNA are phosphoric acid, pentose sugar, nitrogenous base. Phosphoric acid H3PO4, pentose sugar deoxyribose. Okay, at the second position of ribose, oxygen is removed. That's why it is called as deoxyribose, 2-deoxyribose. Then nitrogenous bases. What are the nitrogenous bases? Purine and pyrimidine. Purine contain adenine, guanine. Pyrimidine contain cytosine, thymine, uracilin, RNA, not in DNA. Okay. So third one is nucleoside. So here nucleoside means what? Nitrogenous base, one of the nitrogen base, and deoxyribose. It may be adenine deoxyribose, it may be guanine deoxyribose, or here cytosine or thymine. Okay. In the deoxyribose, the one of the base will be attached like this. That structure will be like this. Of the base here. This is sugar. So nucleotide, phosphate ester of nucleoside, nitrogenous base, pentose sugar, and phosphate, nitrogenous base. So the structure like will be one of the base here and one of the phosphate will be attached here, where it will be at the 5th position. Okay, so this is a nucleotide. So polynucleotide chain means it's a poly means many nucleotide chain attached by the phosphodiester linkage, 3' OH to 5' phosphate. That phosphodiester linkage will be. Okay, we have seen in the last image that phosphodiester linkage, how it will be. Then the molecular structure of DNA in the overview. 2 polypeptide chains are there. These are antiparallel in nature. Antiparallel means 5' to 3', and here 3' to 5'. So adenine pairs with thymine with 2 double bond. Guanine pairs with cytosine with triple bond of hydrogen. So purine in one strand, and second will be pyrimidine in another strand. So alternate grooves will be there. One will be minor, then major, minor, minor, major, minor, major, like that. Purine in one strand, so pyrimidine in another strand. And here purine is equal to pyrimidine according to Chargaff's rule. Adenine plus guanine equal to thymine plus cytosine. So here you can see that helical structure diameter will be 20 angstrom. The pitch will be how many? 34 angstrom. The 10 base pairs will be there. Means one base pair distance will be 3.4 angstrom. So these points you have to remember for the structure of DNA. So this is all about structure of DNA. What we have seen? What we have seen for this. Three components are there: phosphoric acid, pentose sugar, nitrogenous base, nucleoside, nucleotide, polynucleotide chain, phosphodiester linkage, molecular structure of DNA. This point you have to remember for the structure of DNA. So here, if you have any doubt regarding this, please comment for this. Okay. If you want notes regarding this, email to me. Please see description for the more detail. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned to BioKnowledge for more videos.